Are you overwhelmed whenever you walk into your kitchen? Does it usually feel messy and cluttered? If this strikes a chord with you, I feel ya and I'm sorry. With 5 little ones of my own running around and the majority of our time spent in the kitchen, it has not always been my favorite place to be in. But I have found that since I have rid my kitchen surfaces of these 6 different items I'm about to share with you, that my kitchen has become a happy place. I enjoy walking in there. It brings me joy to be in here, especially after I clean it. As you can see, it's very clean right now, which is easier to do now that I've relocated a few items. It's wonderful that when visitors come over unannounced, I mean, that's not always wonderful, sometimes it is, but when they do come over unannounced, I'm not ashamed or embarrassed of my kitchen, even if there are some dishes in the sink, because it still feels clean. It might not be all the way clean, obviously there are dishes in the sink, but it's like 5 minutes away from clean, like a quick tidy, but anyways, you get the point. So let's get into these 6 items to clear off your kitchen surfaces to simplify your kitchen and your life. Item number 1, everything on your refrigerator door. All those random items that we stick on the refrigerator that we constantly see several times a day as we open and close the door to our food source. The visual clutter, just get rid of it. The bills, the kids' drawings, the cards, the coupons, the important notes, the ugly free magnet from the utility company, of which you've never called that number before, the mismatched random magnets. Just clean your refrigerator of everything. Take it all down and see what a difference it makes to your entire space. And if you really need to put something up on your fridge, maybe a reminder or your favorite magnet or whatever it may be, put it on the side of the fridge that isn't seen. So you can have your reminder up there. I mean, you'll be over there on the side of the fridge, getting into cupboards or whatever, but it's not in visual, like plain visual sight. So I do keep a few things on the fridge, but as you can see, it's on the side, just random stuff really. A food list, obviously need that, and just some mementos, I guess you'd say. And I have wedding announcements up here. This one I just received. This one I actually already sent them a gift, so I can take this down now. This was from Mother's Day, so I can take that down. That was a little bit ago. And this friend just gave me this card, so I'm going to leave it up there to enjoy it a little bit longer. So I'll leave this up until I send them something, and that's it. Item number 2, all kitchen appliances. Clear your kitchen surfaces of all this visual clutter. It's not pretty to look at, so why display it out? Yes, you might use it every day or every other day, but I use pots and pans. I mean, some people display those. I use cups and dishes, and I don't display those every day. I use them, and then I put them away. So why should appliances be any different? Yes, they can be a nuisance to take out and put away, but I have found that if you store them in a place that is easily accessible and possibly by wherever you typically use them, that it won't be a pain to take out and put away. So for example, we have a toaster that we normally had parked up on our counter that we would use because that's what everyone does, right? You just leave your toaster out. Since then, I have changed my ways and cleared up cupboard space above where we typically use it, and it is stored up there along with the bread and the butter. So whenever someone in the household wants to make a piece of toast, they just go to the cupboard, open it up, take down the toaster, the bread, and the butter, make themselves a piece of toast, and then when they're done, they put it all back away and it's all clean. I love it. I don't understand why a toaster, just because, or any appliance, just because it might be a little bit bigger, it should be a squatter and take over valuable real estate on my counter. It's just added clutter. I mean, again, dishes. I use dishes every day, but I'm not going to leave them out on the counter. No. Put your kitchen appliances away. If you are limited in the amount of space you have in your kitchen, try decluttering. Maybe there's some appliances that you no longer need or other items you no longer want. See if you can get rid of those to make room for the appliances. Or at best case scenario, put those appliances that you don't use all the time, put those away so there's not as much visual clutter out. I like to store all my appliances right by my island. I've got this big shelf in here and we cleared it out of other things. So I can put my Vitamix right in here. My son, we use that like every day because he loves making smoothies. The juicer, I don't use it as much. So I'm not gonna put it right in the front. I'm just gonna put it off to this side. Back here, not too hard to get to, but ready to go when I need it. I don't think I need the directions anymore, so I can get rid of that. But anyways, so I'll make sure all in here, easy to get to. So yeah, it works. Then I just plop it on the island when I need it. So clears off space. Item number 3, paper piles. Kitchen counters, well in my house anyways, are usually the drop zones for all things paper related. Magazines, junk mail, school related items, bills, flyers, sports registrations, greeting cards, anything extra paper, it ends up on the kitchen counter. It starts out small, but in no time at all, it becomes a heaping mess. Visual clutter at its worst. A clean kitchen's major eyesore. So, how do we solve this prodigious paper pile? Easy. We check its credentials. If it's worth keeping, give it a home, but out of sight. And then when its lease is over, get rid of it. Seriously though, when you get something, see if it's worth keeping. If it's not, don't even place it down. Throw it in the garbage. If it needs to be dealt with, deal with it, and then throw it in the garbage or decide to keep it. This way, if you can eliminate things before you even put them down, the majority of the paper excess can be gone. So for example, when I go and get the mail, I'm looking through the letters and seeing what I don't need, what I don't want, and my first stop is to the trash can in the kitchen. I throw it away, and my next thing is, hey, can I handle this right now? Can I get rid of it right now? Do what I need to do and then throw it away, or I decide to keep it. If you decide you do need to keep it, put it in a designated spot that you can get to later. So I purchased this basket to store my paper pile in. Again, not for long term, but just it's in there. So if I can't get to it right now, I put it in there. Also my husband's mail, I put that in there and he knows to check and he can deal with it and then throw it away, bills or whatever. If it starts getting too high, then we know, hey, we need to go through our junk pile of paper, prodigious paper pile, and start getting rid of some things, take care of those things. Item number 4, car keys. The kitchen counters were also a drop zone for our car keys for the longest time. And guess what? I was losing them, like constantly. It was super frustrating. So to stop this, I carved out a small space in one of our kitchen drawers that's easily accessible to the garage, carved out a space designated just for my car keys. So when I come in, my first stop is to put my car keys in there and my wallet, which I also lost a lot. And so I know that it's always in there. So that's been really nice. And then again, it's not on the counter. I'm not losing it. So my husband, his wasn't on the kitchen counter. He liked to store it on a shelf, which isn't in our kitchen. So we're not talking kitchen right here, but something that might help. So he'd always store it on this shelf. And it was super annoying because it was just ugly. He was making it ugly. I was like, how can I do? And I think I said, hey, put it here, whatever, but it just never stuck. So what I did to make it more visually appealing is I bought this really pretty bowl that he just stores it in there. So he can still get it quickly. It was where he put it before, but now it just looks a little bit better. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks a little bit better. So I'm happy, he's happy, it's good. Item number 5, fake plants. I'm not against fake plants. I have a few. But fake plants in the kitchen, I'm not a big fan of. It's just visual clutter to me. It doesn't serve a purpose. Real plants, on the other hand, breathe life into a room. Plants increase oxygen levels and remove toxins from the air, so are natural air purifiers. There is scientific evidence that have proven that plants can boost mental well-being and improve your mood. So if you want to be more calm and relaxed in your kitchen, swap out those stale fake plants for real ones. And it's so much easier to take care of plants, I think anyways, in the kitchen, because you're right by the water source and you're in the kitchen so much. You can just water them, you never forget about them. So versus, you know, a plant that's on your bookshelf that you're not constantly by all the time. I should probably swap out all my plants, but in the kitchen, definitely breathe life into that space. Item number 6, knickknacks. I like a good piece of decor, and I'm a big fan of shopping at Home Goods. But decorations can be overdone, especially in the kitchen. My kitchen counters quickly get covered in food and dirty dishes. So to add on top of that, the knickknacks and the decorations and the cutting boards and the cookbooks or whatever you put up there is overwhelming. It does not, I just can't function very well. So I do have some decor, but I try to keep it simple so it's less I have to clean up after. I have a little plaque, a candle. Over here I have my wood bowls that I have fruit in to enjoy later. And check this out, I love this. So, you know, all done with bananas. Pop it up, it's gone. I can't see it. So I love that. So put those right back up there. And then I have, have some utensils out, and this area over here I keep empty on purpose because over here, after we have dinner, dishes are usually going there to go in the dishwasher, and they do unless it's full or running, or both, right? Full and running. Then they get piled up there, and then dishes, they air dry, we let them air dry sometimes. They get piled up here, so then this would just look like a mess compared to all of this. So that's why I keep that empty. Sorry to do a retake of this because I filmed it and you couldn't even see the floating shelves. So I'm gonna try it again. So here are the floating shelves. I have things up here that I use as well as they look nice. So the bowl and the pitcher we'll use when we have guests over, when we have them over for dinner. And then the vases I use for special occasions. And then my plants, well, y'all know how I feel about those. And since we're over here, let me introduce you to them. This is Esmeralda. She's doing beautifully, growing so well, love her. And this is Ferdy. I don't think he really likes the top shelf very much. He's seen better days, but he's still doing okay. And this is Hubert. Oh, poor Hubert. He is not doing so well. He's in a bowl, which is in this bowl planter thing. And I think I need to get him a new one. But anyways, love him too. So, and then this mushroom, I just love the mushroom. Anyways, again, little things that make us happy. I keep those and get rid of the things that don't, and try not to have too much clutter, not too much stuff, just things I really enjoy. So those are my 6 items that I strongly suggest that you clear off of your kitchen surfaces. Yes, I know that they weren't 6 specific items. They're more like groups of items. The point of it all, just a roundabout way of saying it, is the more that you can clear off your kitchen surfaces, the easier your kitchen will be to clean, which then you'll enjoy being in there more, which is just like a snowball effect. Then maybe you'll start cooking in there more. Then maybe you'll start to eat out less. And then you'll start saving more money. And then it's just all the rewards keep coming, right? Okay, I went off on a tangent there. But really, your life with a simplified kitchen will be so much better. It will become a happy place for you. That's what I found in my experience. Yeah, so that's all I have to share with you today. Thanks for being here. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below, and if you have any tips that you suggest as well. And yeah, like the video, share it with a friend. I really appreciate it. And hey, if I muster up enough courage, I might be able to make another video for you, YouTube video, because this stuff ain't easy. Okay, bye-bye.